Howdy, Sea Campers. My name's Colonel Mike Fossum. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the Galveston campus of Texas A&M University. And I just love my job down here, and I wish I could see all of you on our campus this summer, but of course that's not possible. So we're having fun with this Sea Camp program online, and I look forward to seeing you back here next summer, maybe for your first time next summer to be on our campus. I've just loved Sea Camp from the first time I heard about it. And because, I loved science when I was a young child. In fact, I wanted to learn how to read books so I could learn more about science, because I knew those books had fascinating stuff in there that I wanted to learn about. And so I was hungry to really learn how to read. And I went through those little tiny beginning books and stuff when you're like in the first grade and second grade. There was this big book in the library at my school, big, thick book, the thickest book that I had ever picked up with my own hands. It was about the oceans. And it was about really the creatures in the oceans, all these amazing animals and stuff. And I finally talked my teacher into letting me check that book out, even though it wasn't in the part of the library that I was supposed to be using. And she challenged me to read the book and then come back and tell her about the book that I read. And so I took that book home and I consumed it. And I learned about incredible, just the migration of fish and the planktons and how nutrients travel in the oceans. And I learned about these incredible creatures that live way down in the bottom of the oceans where the sunlight never reaches and stuff. And I remember reading about dolphins too and how smart they are and stuff. And really, I think the dolphin is probably my favorite creature in the ocean, because they're just so playful. They're fun to watch, and that's one of the things I love about being here on the Galveston campus. You could go right down to our dock on the back of the campus, whistle a couple of times, and the dolphins will come up to see what the noise is. And so it's so cool to see that. And in the fall, when the flounder are doing this big migration out of Galveston Bay to the open ocean, a lot of them come right by our campus. And you could see the dolphins out there. Actually, they're tossing these flounder, I call it flounder frisbee, as they grab them in their mouth and they sling them. I guess they're really playing with their food. And so they're my favorite creatures in the ocean, and I love watching them right here from the Galveston campus. Now, my career was kind of different. I started at A&M. I was really interested in science. Then I got interested in math and engineering, which you use to solve problems and figure out how to build and design new things. And my journey was to go to Texas A&M to study engineering. From there, I went into the Air Force. And I had this dream. I had this dream since I was an 11-year-old kid watching Apollo 11 land on the moon, about flying in space too. It took a lot of years to make it happen, but, well, this is my astronaut jacket. So I was fortunate to fly 3 times in space. As an engineer working at NASA, I helped design the International Space Station. As a space shuttle crew member and a spacewalker, I got to help build it, helping put the pieces of the space station together. In space, 250 miles up in space, going over 17,500 miles an hour. And then 9 years ago, I launched on a Russian rocket. And that wasn't a short 2-week mission. That was a half a year in space. And I served as the commander of the International Space Station. All total, I spent 36 years serving in the mission with a passion in the Air Force and at NASA, with 19 years as a NASA astronaut. I loved what I was doing. That was my dream as a child, to do that. And I really lived that dream, every bit of it. Now it's my passion as a leader of this campus to help other young people find their passions, connect with a pathway to achieve them, and help them live the dreams that they have. So that's what I really love about being here. And that's what I'd say for you to your future careers. You've got the things you're interested in, explore them. And the Sea Camp program is a great way to do that. So come on down, explore these different things. You could find your life passion, at Sea Camp. And even if you decide you don't want to do that for a living, for the rest of your life, you're enriched by learning and growing and getting your hands dirty and learning something, in depth about different kinds of things and stuff. And that's really the key to success as you pursue you work your way through school and pursue your dreams to whatever career you want to do. It's doing it with passion. It's doing it with intention. So figure out, what's it take to get that dream job? What's it going to take? And then you work at it all the time, every year, a little closer. Right now, you're in school, and so you do well in school. Learn everything you can. Pursue different opportunities. Maybe your family could take a trip, or you could do exploration on the internet to learn more about different things. And so always make it personal. How can I grow to the point where I could be doing this dream job? And that kind of passion that you have to pursue that goal is what makes all of the difference in the world. It didn't come easy for me. I applied to be an astronaut for 13 years before I was finally selected. Was I waiting around? No, not one day. Every single day I was working and always driving forward. I got rejected multiple times in there. I applied 7 times. I knew rejection. And I just dusted myself off and I said, okay, there's going to be another selection in a couple of years. I'll be more ready for it next time. And I was. And it all worked out. So I can't promise you're going to be the next Aggie in space, but I can promise you that if you're willing to work hard, give it everything you've got, you can do incredible things. And I hope that the Galveston campus of Texas A&M University and Sea Camp is part of that exploration. I love my new mission here running the Galveston campus of A&M. Everything we have here touches the ocean in some way, what we call the blue economy. We've got the sciences that you're learning about as part of the Sea Camp program, of course, the sciences of the oceans. We've also got the engineering for structures in the oceans and coastlines. We've got the business of maritime business. We've got liberal arts associated with it that could lead you into a pursuit of medicine or a pursuit of a maritime law career. So everything we have is involved with the oceans. If you love Sea Camp, you're going to love being a university student on our campus too. And I can't wait to see you here as a student someday. And when I do, I want you to come up and tell me that you learned about our university because you were a Sea Camper. Enjoy the experience. Have fun with this. And just what we say here at A&M is God bless and gig 'em.